All right, everybody, we are back with day 4 of our at-home lockdown workout series. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying these workouts, and hopefully they've been bringing you a little bit of sanity during these challenging times. So the next one for today's workout, we are going to need some equipment. So hopefully at home you have some type of medicine ball. If you don't have a medicine ball, you can get creative. You can use like a basketball, soccer ball. You can get a duffel bag full of towels, anything you want that'll kind of replicate what we're going to go for with this med ball sequence. So we're also going to need either a set of dumbbells or a barbell. So if you have those, we can make use of them. If not, watch the workout, see if there's something you can implement in place of the dumbbells or barbell. So to start, we're going to do a little med ball warm up. A couple movements right in place. You're going to bring the med ball back by one hip. We'll throw it forward, bring it back by the other hip, throw it forward. Alternating back and forth. We'll get 10 hip to hips each side. Make sure you're driving those knees out. Chest is staying proud as you go hip to hip with that med ball. So that's the first one. The second one, we got a single leg chop. So you're going to stand balanced on one leg. You're going to bring the med ball over the shoulder and then chop the ball outside the opposite hip as you drive that knee up. So you're going to reach and chop, reach and chop. Try to stay balanced on that one leg the whole time. Then we'll switch, we'll get on the other side. Reach and chop, reach and chop. So 10 and 10 there as well. Next one, we got a full swing. So you're going to stand, you'll bring that ball high up overhead. You'll hike the ball back, slight bend in the knees, back's going to stay straight here. So big reach high up overhead, hinge from those hips, slight bend in the knees, nice full swing. We get 15 swings. Again, making sure your chest stays proud, your back stays flat. We don't want to round over at any point during those swings. And the last one in this sequence, we're going hip to rotary press. Hip to rotary press. You're going to pivot your back foot, press that ball to the side, turn hips and shoulders 90 degrees. We'll get 10 reps there, and then you'll switch hips. Hip to rotary press on the other side. 10 reps there. Next one, we're going to drop the med ball down. We'll set up in a push-up position. You're going to stack heel to toe, and then rock back on that heel. So we're going to get that balance and that stability. Hands on the ball, and then stack heel to toe on the other side, rocking back. We'll get 6 rocks each side. Try to get a nice big range of motion in that ankle. Get that stretch throughout that calf. So that's your first one in the deflex series. Your second one, we're in a half kneel. Hips, knees, and ankles will be square. You're going to get we've got 3 patterns with the arms. The first one is a big reach high up overhead. You're going straight up for 4 reps. Next one, the arms are out in front. We'll rotate to the front leg side for 4, and then lateral flexion to the front leg side for 4. So a big sweeping reach high up overhead and bending towards the lead leg side. So 4, 4, 4, and then we'll switch legs. Your next movement, we'll drop down. You're going to be on your back this time. Your heels are going to be on the ball, with the ball pulled in towards the hips, and then you're going to bridge up, straight line knees to shoulders, and then back down. Tucking that tailbone, pushing that belt line towards the sky. Then we'll set up, back in a push-up position here. Hands on the ball. We're going to do a reverse walkout to inchworm. So you're going to walk back as far as you can without collapsing, and then inchworm up through that push-up position. If you can get the toes all the way to the ball, go ahead and get them all the way to the ball. So reverse walkout as far as you can without collapsing, and then inchworm back up through that push-up position. So we'll get 6 of those. Then, keeping your hands on the ball, you're going to take a Spider-Man step. So big step. Heel right outside the hand. We'll drop the elbow down towards the instep. Then get a big reach. Get long, palm to palm. Come back down. Big reach to the outside. Get long, palm to palm. And then back down. And then we'll switch. So it's a step, drop the elbow, reach inside, get along palm to palm, reach outside, back down, and then switch. And we'll get 3 steps per side on that one. After the Spider-Man, we're going to pop back up, get a little hip abduction. So you're going to hold the med ball at your chest, butt tight, tailbone tucked, your hip bones are upright. You're going to press that ball out as you slide the heel along the imaginary wall. So press the ball out, slide the heel along the imaginary wall. We'll get 10 per side there. Butt tight, tailbone tucked, press that ball out. Big thing here is to make sure you're not rotating your toe outward or flexing at the hip. So we're staying tall through that hip, pressing that heel out, and the toe turns slightly in. 10 per side on that one. The next one, we'll get our toe touch to single leg RDL. So you're going to bring the knee up, extend the leg, reach the ball to the toe, and then drive the heel back, press that ball straight ahead. So your knee will be up, stance leg straight, extend the leg, reach the ball to the toe, drive the heel back, press that ball straight ahead. So one more time, knee up, extend, reach the toe, drive the heel back, reach that ball straight ahead. We'll get 6 per side on that one. The next one, med ball hugging tight to your chest. You're going to squat down, creasing the hip below the knee, slide across. Get that knee to line up right over that foot. So chest is proud. We're going to slide so that knee lines up right over the foot. Staying nice and low with the hips, nice and tall with the chest. 6 per side on that one. And then the last one, the mobility sequence, we're going to set up the little squat to stand. So you get a couple options here. You're going to have the med ball between your feet. You'll hinge from the hips, push the hands into that ball, pull your hips down, pull your chest up. And you can either just raise the ball in front and stand, or you can hinge, drop the hips down, chest proud, raise that ball all the way up overhead, and then stand. So that one's a little bit more demanding. So we'll hinge, hips down, chest up, big reach, and then stand. We'll get 6 squat to stands with the med ball. So once you've done that, you can put the med ball aside. We will be using it in a little bit, but for now, we're going to grab either a dumbbell or a barbell. If you have a barbell at home, you can use that as well. So either option works. We have a little complex here. So there's 5 movements in the complex. It goes lower body based, upper body based, lower body based, upper body based, and then lower body based. Okay? So, let me show you the 5 movements first. First one is just a little RDL. You're going to stand, feet about hip to shoulder width. You're going to hinge from the hips, push your butt back. We want a slight bend in the knees. Once our hips stop moving backwards, we pop back up. So we hinge, chest up, butt back. The hips stop moving back, I pop up. So we want to make sure our back stays straight. What we don't want to see is rounding over, slouching. Okay? Bending from the back, we want to hinge from those hips. I should be able to wiggle the toes in the air. Now, we're going to get 8 RDLs, just like that. There we'll hinge. Dumbbells just above the knees, chest proud. We got a high pull, so you're going to push with the legs, pull those dumbbells high. So hinge, chest up, butt back, push with the legs, pull those dumbbells high. We have 4 high pulls. On your 4th high pull, catch the dumbbells up at your shoulder. From here, we're going to do a reverse lunge. So you're going to hold those dumbbells or that bar. I'll show you the bar in a sec. Right up at your shoulders, so get your knee up. Big backward step, reverse lunge. Power back up. Switch legs. So knee up, big step. Sink the knee. Power back up. And then switch. So we're going to get 4 lunges each side. 8 lunges total. And then once you get all your lunges, holding the dumbbells up at your shoulders, we're going to push press. So you're going to dip through the hips, drive up and back. Elbows behind the ear. Bring it back down. Dip and drive. Back down. Dip and drive. When we dip, we're dipping through the hips. Torso stays vertical. Imagine that glass of water on your head. Now when we go overhead, it's important to make sure the fist lines up over that shoulder without us having to arch way back from that low back. You want to be able to keep stomach tight, get that fist over the shoulder without having to arch way back. Once you're done all 4 push presses, then we're going to squat. So you can keep the dumbbells up your shoulder once more. And squat down, creasing the hip below the knee. Again from the side here, keeping your chest proud, nice vertical torso. You'll get 8 squats. Now that's the end of your complex there. So if you have a barbell, you can do the same exact thing with the bar. I'll just quickly show you a couple of reps here, but we'll be rolling through in a very similar fashion. So the first one, you get your RDL. So 8 RDLs, pushing your butt back. 4 high pulls. You can catch it in like a clean position on your 4th one. Then you have 4 reverse lunges each side. And then 4 push press. And then with the bar, you can either front squat, or after your last push press, you could back squat, put it behind your neck. Either one's an option. Just make sure you choose the most appropriate variation for your ability levels. Now, once you're done that whole barbell or dumbbell complex, you're immediately going to drop down into push-up position, keeping your butt tight, your hips and shoulders the same height. We're going to mountain climb. You're going to get 20 mountain climbers each side. Make sure you keep the front foot off the floor. I don't see this. Okay? Stomach is tight. Front foot stays off the floor. 20 climbers each side. Immediately following that, you grab your med ball. In a half kneel, hips, knees, and ankles square. We're going seat bucklers. So you're going over the shoulder and then back down. Over the shoulder and then back down. Nice aggressive chops. And again, you can do this with a dumbbell. You could do this with a medicine ball. You have one. Any type of load, a duffel bag filled with some kind of weight. But you're just nice and tall, through that hip, chopping down. Don't let your body go with it. Stay upright with your torso. 10 chops to one side, and then 10 chops on the other side. Excuse me. Once you're done all of that, then we got a little shoulder series. The first one is just a little sideline thoracic rotation. So you're gonna lie down on your side, knee is up past your hip, arms are out, chest is proud. You're gonna reach and rotate. Let the eyes follow the hand. Try to drive that top shoulder towards the floor without lifting that top knee off the ground. So that's the first round. The shoulder mobility serves as your little recovery. Once you're done that, you'll go back to round 2, back to our dumbbell complex, then the mountain climbers, then the seat bucklers. Your second round shoulder mobility, you're on your back, knees up, feet up, a little scap slide. You can slide your arms from a Y to a W. Tuck the elbows towards the rib cage, nice and smooth. Try to press the back side of the arms into the floor. And then lastly, the third round, you have snow angels. So you're going to lie flat, get your hands over the low back, drive your elbows up, drive your hands up, rotate and reach. Elbows up, hands up, rotate and reach. Keep the arms off the floor. Try to get your biceps all the way to your ears as you sweep those arms around. So, 3 rounds of that finishes your complex. And then you can take a little breather, and we got one more strength circuit with 4 movements to go through. So your first one, in the second strength circuit, is just a little bent over dumbbell row. You're going to get you a nice wide sumo stance. We're going to hinge from the hips, chest out, butt back. You're going to row both dumbbells up, squeezing those shoulder blades together tight. We come down with one, back up, down with the other, back up. Chest is proud, squeezing those blades together as you row. Biggest things to watch out for here are your torso creeping upward as you're rowing, and then the back starting to round over. So we want to make sure we keep a proud chest, we keep that hip hinge. As you go down, up, you should feel a lot of tension in those hamstrings and the glutes holding that isometric hinge position. You got 10 per side there. After that one, we got a little single leg hip thrust, so you're going to be on your back. If you have some type of bench, you can put your shoulders on a bench to elevate. Otherwise, you can go right from the floor. So be on your back. You can use both dumbbells, one dumbbell, or no weight. You'll just have one knee up, the other heel's pulled in towards the hips. You'll bridge up, straight line in your shoulder. Pushing that belt line to the sky. Driving through the heel of that shoe. We want to get that straight line. Knee to shoulder. Should be the glute and hamstring doing the work, not the quads, not the low back there. You got 10 per side on that one as well. Your next one, you got a little single leg push-up. So you got a couple options here. If you can do them from the floor, you'll set up, strong as steel head to heel, butt tight, tailbone tucked. Pick one foot up off the floor just a little bit. You come down, shoulders in front of the hands, power back up. We'll get all 5 on one side, and then switch, all 5 on the other. You can do this from kneeling if you need to. Get both knees down first, strong as steel, from the knees to shoulders this time. And then you'll pick one knee up, and you'll get your single leg push up from the knee. Same thing the other side. If you have an elevated surface, a tabletop, staircase, a squat rack that you can set a bar on, any of those will work fine. You can do that with the one leg variation as well. So that's 5 per side there. And then your last one in this sequence is just a little one arm lateral raise. So you come out to the side with the dumbbell, standing tall, fighting that lean. If for whatever reason, going out to the side bugs your shoulder, you can go in front. Sometimes that can be a little bit easier. Just standing tall, you get a little core work there as well. We'll get 10 on one side and then 10 on the other. So it's those 4 movements repeated 10 to 12 minutes. You get through as many rounds as you can during that time period. Thank you guys, and let me know how this one goes.